You are rotting in your own comfort. Every night you surrender 8 hours of your existence to a darkness you don't even remember. You call it rest. I call it a slow leak in the only vessel you own. While the world sleeps, the elite operate. You think you need those 8 hours because a textbook told you so. But your ancestors didn't have memory foam mattresses or climate-controlled rooms. They had survival. They had a clock dictated by blood and adrenaline, not by a digital screen. You aren't tired because you sleep too little. You are tired because your sleep is an unoptimized mess of chemical residues and poor timing. Modern life is a sedative. Wake up. Stop measuring sleep by the hour. Start measuring it by the cycle. Your brain doesn't care if you laid in bed for 9 hours, if you interrupted the sequence. Sleep is a series of 90-minute tides. Wake up at the peak, wake up in the trough, and you are a ghost dragging a heavy carcass through the day. Miss the peak, and you drown. This isn't about laziness, it's about biological mathematics. If you want more life, you must steal it back from the pillow. But there is a price. To sleep less and function at a higher level, you must treat your body like a high-performance engine, not a dumpster for cheap dopamine and late-night snacks. To master sleep, you must understand the chemistry of exhaustion. Every second you are awake, a molecule called adenosine builds up in your brain, acting like a thick biological sludge. The longer you stay awake, the higher the pressure. Most people try to muffle this pressure with caffeine, but caffeine is a liar. It doesn't remove the sludge, it just masks the alarm. When the mask slips, you crash. To sleep less, you don't fight adenosine, you flush it. Clean the pipes or let them burst. This begins with light. Your eyes are not just for seeing, they are sensors for your internal clock. If you do not view direct sunlight within 30 minutes of waking, your system remains in a chemical fog. You are essentially trying to drive a car with the parking brake engaged. By forcing light into your retinas, you trigger a cortisol spike, a controlled biological explosion that clears the adenosine debt faster than any stimulant ever could. Then comes the cold. Your core temperature must drop to initiate deep sleep. The modern obsession with warmth is a trap. A warm room is a tomb for recovery. You must lower your environment's temperature until it feels slightly uncomfortable. This thermal shock forces your brain into a state of deep, efficient repair. We are not looking for comfort here. We are looking for the maximum biological output in the minimum amount of time. You aren't losing hours of sleep. You are cutting out the dead weight of inefficient rest. Comfort is the enemy of recovery. The final component is not a technique. It is a psychological slaughter. You have been conditioned to believe that fatigue is a signal to stop. It isn't. Fatigue is a negotiation. Your mind attempts to protect your body by demanding more sleep than it actually requires. When you succumb to that extra hour of slumber, you aren't recharging, you are retreating. You are choosing the safety of the dream world over the demands of the real one. Efficiency is violent. To wake up fresh after only 5 hours, you must eliminate the transition period between sleep and war. There is no snooze button in a survival situation. The moment your eyes open, the mission begins. If you hesitate, the chemical inertia of sleep, the brain fog you dread, will reclaim you. You must train your nervous system to recognize that once the cycle is broken, the day is non-negotiable. Kill the hesitation, or the hesitation kills the day. Here is the cold truth you don't want to hear. You will never feel ready to wake up early. You will never feel fully rested in the way your comfort-addicted brain desires. You are trading the illusion of total rest for the reality of total control. Most people will live their entire lives as slaves to their pillows, dreaming of greatness while the clock bleeds them dry. You now have the blueprint to steal your time back. The question is no longer how to sleep less, but whether you have the stomach to handle the extra life you've just gained. Silence the alarm. The void is waiting.